We are 7 weeks out exactly, and it's also check-in day. What is good, YouTube? We are back and we are 7 weeks out exactly. So I thought it would be good to just do a quick episode on what a normal check-in day is like. I'm currently sat in the car about to go and jump out to the gym. I didn't actually plan on filming today, but I think this is when it's going to be good, when I don't actually plan on anything. I'll actually just pick the camera up, speak a lot of rubbish and take you on the day. I will be taking you through what we get up to in a normal check-in day. So the day starts like any other. We wake up, we jump on the scales is the very first thing. This morning I weighed in at 74.3. I'll always jump on it again, and when I weighed in again it was 74.15. So scale weight is chipping away. I think in total I'm about a kilo down, which is sick, and if we can maintain like half a kilo to a kilo every single week, I should be coming in fairly diced. Then we hydrate. First thing I do after I've taken scale weight, get 500ml of water in me because dehydration is high in the morning, and then I get my visuals taken. So I'll put this camera up, record, take my visual screenshot and upload it to that, then dive into check-ins after that. So the new norm is waking up and getting fasted cardio ticked off. Last night I went to bed a wee bit later. I had to make a decision, do I sacrifice sleep and ruin my readiness score to get the fasted cardio in, or do I get an extra bit of sleep? I got an extra bit of sleep and my readiness score is trending good, and my total sleep was also very, very good. I'll check back in when we are sat at desk typing up the check-in, and obviously I'll just explain the importance of, you know, check-ins, particularly the fact that I've got Marbella coming up. I always submit good quality check-ins, and I'll explain why. Any of my clients watching, this is exactly why. Okay, so that's the final session ticked off before we check in. Now, the reason why I check in after I've had my final session is because I obviously want to give my coach 5 sessions of a rundown. There's no point in me coming into a check-in constantly week on week and saying, oh, these 4 sessions were good, but the final session I'm about to go and tick off. You always want to give absolutely everything into your check-in. So if there's anyone out there who has a coach, or there's anyone out there who wants to be coached by me, check-ins are important. Like, use them properly. That's how you continuously make progress, is by submitting your check-in with so much detail, or as much detail as you can possibly give, and then get the feedback from that. So we're about to go and check in. I'm going to go and show you the sort of rundown and the things that I cover and the process that I go with it, and then we get our feedback tomorrow. So I'll round off after tomorrow's feedback and let you know what changes, if any, the coach has implemented. Now, before I go up to writing up the actual check-in itself, where I can tell my coach a little bit about how my week has went, there's a few different variables that I need to get ticked off. So I go through the actual data that I've got in terms of percentages and raw numbers. So I use this app here called Aura. Now, if you don't have an app that can allow you to track things like your steps, like your sleep, like your recovery score, like an Aura or a Whoop, get something like that. If you're taking your training genuinely serious, it will make a big difference. One of my clients, Craig, who I hope's watching this, invested in a Whoop band, and his trainings genuinely went levels because we can have a better understanding of how he's recovering. So for me, who's obviously trying to get prepared for big events like Marbella, like something else which is potentially coming after Marbella, it's important that I have a rundown of how I'm recovering, how my sleep is. So first thing we do is go through that, and we go through our sleep. So looking at our sleep from the entire week, we can tell it's been quite poor. If we look at last week, we sat at 9 hours 46, which is good, then 6 hours 26, then 8 hours 12. So we can see that straight off the bat, I already know one thing I need to be improving this week is my sleep. So that's why I then go through the details like that and say, right, I need to be improving my sleep. So I'm going to go and score these, then I'll be writing up my subjective feedback. I'll always make sure I'm getting it done in good time because I want to really analyse how my week has went. Like, it's not just a case of 10 minutes go and dump some information. It's a case of, right, really start thinking, how has my week went? What improvements do I need to make? And just give some time into actually writing up the subjective feedback. And just like that, check-in is submitted. So now my coach has a good understanding, and this is what I tell all my clients to do. Don't rush your check-in. Give yourself some time to actually submit your feedback, because the more specific feedback that I get as a coach, the better I can then make decisions to then help them. So I always adopt that own approach with my own check-ins that I give to my coach, and just always trying to lead from the front. So as you can see, that is a long check-in with a lot of detail in there, both in terms of subjective and objective feedback. Now that's submitted, we'll see what the changes are. Currently we're on 40 minutes of cardio 5 times per week, 2,200 calories on a training day, 2,000 on a rest day, 10,000 steps per day, but we are 7 weeks out, and I also have Krakow next week, which will be coming to the YouTube channel. We'll see what changes he makes, but we're locked in until tomorrow. I'll check back in with you once we know what changes he has made. And we're back. The changes have been made, the feedback has been given, and I hate to say it, but foods are down and expenditure is up. So I'll play a wee bit of the clip just now.
Actually, we can do a little bit of damage here with minor manipulations where we take your blueberries out. As I said, subtle adjustments are dropping your oats now in the morning to 50 as well. And we're going 45 minutes now, times 5. Still having 2 rest days as a priority.
It's quite aggressive changes across the board, and the thing is, it's going to be even more aggressive. Obviously going away in Krakow, we're going to be going off plan, but we then need to do the hard yards before and after it to then make up that the damage it's done. No blueberries now in breakfast, 25 gram of oats down, and an extra 5 minutes of cardiovascular work, so we're now 45 minutes on the Stairmaster, which is going to be a slog, but it's just one of these ones that I need to get done. That is the reality of a check-in day. You jump on, you kind of anticipate what's going to be coming, but don't want it to come. Like, you don't want foods off of you, you don't want cardio added, but you just need to do it. We are, as of yesterday, as you've seen, 7 weeks out from Marbella, so we don't have a lot of room left, so we need to be adopting this aggressive approach. But that's an insight in what a check-in day would look like for me. Quite a basic video, but hopefully you're enjoying the channel so far. Continue to click the like button, continue to subscribe, because it does make a massive difference, and I shall see you in the next one.